Even though his parents didn't farm, 29-year-old Lance Miller has been going to the field nearly all his life. As a baby, he stayed with his Aunt Nell, who is married to the Federation's State Cotton Committee Chairman, Jimmy Miller. Lance says his love of farming began with a sack lunch on the tailgate of a pickup.
When I was 10 years old, he put me to run in the module builder. And so I thought that was the greatest thing ever, sit up there and pack levers, although I couldn't sit in the seat and reach the levers very well, so I always had to stand up and the levers was right there in your face. When I turned 12 then, he started letting me use the bush hog and start cutting cotton stalks on my own. So, you learn things as you grow up. Even though you're a kid and you think it's just the funnest thing in the world, they're actually teaching you something. And probably by the time I was 15, 16, that kind of kicked in. Hey, I'm learning something. I'm not just having fun. I'm learning a skill set.
5 years ago, Jimmy welcomed Lance in as a partner in the operation. Today they produce cotton, peanuts, soybeans, and corn on 1,000 acres in Blount County on the south end of Sand Mountain. They recently added 25 brood cows to the operation, which also includes 4 chicken houses that Lance built and gave to his wife for their first anniversary.
That come about because right before we got married, I got a job working at a courthouse, and I issued car tags and titles and driver's license, and nobody's happy when you go to that office in the courthouse. And I had about a year's worth of being cussed out, yelled at, and I would come home crying and miserable, and Lance was tired of me telling him all about it. And he said, I'll build you some chicken houses and you can quit. Okay. And we've been chicken farming ever since.
Before their son was born in July of last year, Stephanie spent most of her days in the chicken houses. Today her primary focus is on Reed, but that also gives her a chance to share the life of a farmer's wife with people around the world through the internet.
I have almost 200 followers on my blog, but the stats on my blog show that I've reached over 70,000 people since 2009, and I hope that every one of those 70,000 people who have read it have maybe learned something about agriculture. On my blog, I post, things we do on the farm, and then I also post like recipes and stuff about Reed and just, to show we're normal people.
Lance and Stephanie are proud of the fact that they have no source of income other than farming. He credits their success to the support of his family and their faith in the future.
If it wasn't for Jim and Nell farming, I probably wouldn't be farming because I wouldn't have had anybody to teach me those skill sets or those things growing up. And then for them to let me join up with them, to work together, that's just really great. I haven't seen as many rough days as a lot of people did or like they did starting out, but all you can do is hope for the best and pray about everything because God controls the outcome of everybody's crops.
The outstanding young farm family in the Cotton Division. From Blount County, Lance and Stephanie Miller and their son, Reed.